Are you a parent of an autistic child who is concerned about teaching their child manners? Are you worried that as compared to your neurotypical child, manners seem quite non-obvious to your autistic child? Well, if you have these concerns, then please keep on watching this video as I share with you 5 tips that can help you as a parent make your autistic child learn manners. Hi, my name is Mona and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk to you about my journey as a parent to an autistic child, and I also share my views and my thoughts through my education in autism. Now, manners don't come naturally to any one of us, whether we are neurotypical or we are neurodiverse. Manners are something that is explicitly taught over a period of time with repeated practice. Children on the autism spectrum need a lot more support because manners may not be that obvious to them. They may not be interested to know why it is important to be nice, kind with others, to say a hi, wave, or greet others. But with our continuous persistence, we can teach them the right way. And before I begin, I want to congratulate you that by giving emphasis on manners, on teaching your child who is on the autism spectrum good manners, you are laying the foundation of lifting your child to their best possible functioning level in the world. So, you are laying that foundation of success for your child. And without any further ado, let's begin with the 5 tips. Tip number 1. Speak the language that your child understands. Now, as a parent, you are very well aware of the level that your child is. For example, are they able to express themselves well? How good they are in understanding receptive language? Do they take instructions well? Based on that, you can decide from where you have to start. One of the tips that I received when I was undergoing this journey, and which I still practice, is that I give quite short, neutral statements. I don't go into a long verbose instruction which is filled with words and which can get the message totally lost. So my focus is on giving the child the exact instruction that I want to let him know. What we are doing is putting them with less mental burden. Number 2, choose a time of the day when your child is at a happy, perky state of mind. So when you are thinking of teaching your child anything, especially when it comes to manners, you need a particular time frame when your child is able to take those instructions, when they have the stamina to absorb the instruction that you're giving them. And that's really important because teaching manners is something that you can't do 24/7. Choose that particular time of the day when you can set up that environment and you can give out the instructions so that they can understand and absorb with a fresh mind with what is happening and what they're required to do and learn. Number 3, the third point that I really would emphasize is giving or preparing visual cues. So giving your child visual prompts is the most sure shot way of teaching your child anything. So by visual prompts, I mean you can prepare pictures, and these pictures can actually include the photos of your child or of your family members and what is happening, or you can prepare a social story, or you can download from the internet. Visual cues is a really good way of teaching your child the appropriate habit or instruction that you want them to learn. So I remember I introduced my child to various social stories which covered various environments like going to the dentist, your first day at school, going to the barber, um, going out on a playground, how to say hello to anyone, going to a restaurant. So giving them these kind of varied experiences through visual cues can be a really good way of teaching your child, whether they're on the spectrum or whether they are not. That's, I think, visual prompts and visual cues is a really good way of teaching your child good manners. My fourth point is set a good example. Now that's really important. Whatever we want our children to practice, we need to embody that behavior as well. Especially for children on the autism spectrum, it's not just that they need a lot of practice, they also need to see their parents practicing that particular behavior. So make sure that you are creating those opportunities where you are interacting with different people and your child is noticing how you're doing it, whether be it at a cafe or being out in the library or in parks. so that they can see you in all these outdoor community places, even indoor, at home, or at home of their friends. And you have to do it in a quite an exaggerated way, like blow it out of proportion when you're saying your thank yous, pleases, or you're greeting, or you're being kind, so that they notice and they can see that this is something that my parents do when they are interacting with others, including the child themselves. So set out a good example yourself, and hopefully with passage of time your child is going to adopt those behaviors. Number fifth, the last point, yet the most important point, is that doing things badly is the way to doing them well. In other words, what I'm saying is, please let go of perfectionism. As a parent, I'm guilty of that. When I was in that stage where we were in the early stage of my child's training, I was overpowered with this feeling of perfectionism, that I wanted him to do everything and say everything perfectly. And I think that added a lot of pressure on him, and maybe also gave him that stress of why he was not able to do the way I expected him to do. So what I've learned over passage of time is that let's appreciate them for the effort that they are taking, and let's shower praises on them that they finally took the first step of, say, eating nicely on the table, or of interacting with other family members on the table, being kind to their friend in the kindergarten or with their siblings. We really need to take a notice of when our child is trying to make an effort, and we give them that appreciation that they truly deserve. Because I think it takes a lot of effort and practice for the child to truly adopt a certain behavior, and when they are able to make that connection in their brain, and are able to perform and are able to carry out a certain behavioral act that you have been teaching them for some time, then let's just pause for a minute and let's just celebrate it to its full extent, and tell them how wonderful they are. In short, I would say is just start small and just build up with passage of time, and hopefully over a period of time you will see more progress coming up. The other important thing is that always appreciate them, and practice all these manners in various places, so that they get the idea that manners is not something that they need to practice indoors at home. It is something that should be part and parcel of their life. And hopefully you will be able to give them that strong foundation that they need to live a decent life, where they can interact with others in a decent manner and win friends, and in the long run have a successful, secure, and good quality life. So that's all from my side. I hope you were able to get few very simple basic techniques that I practice with my child to teach him manners. So that's all from my side. Hope you were able to enjoy this video. See you in the next one. Till then, take care and bye.